This is the greatest industry in the world once you get it. And once you realize that we have what they want, your prospecting should be much, much easier. And it is a little bit of a numbers game, but through relationships, you will increase your numbers. Now at the beginning, you might have to go through more numbers until your skill level rises. Jeffrey Combs says everyone has to pay $10 at the door. So maybe you have some skill sets. Maybe you've run a company before, or maybe you've been director of sales before, or maybe you've been in network marketing before, and maybe you've paid your $6, $7, $8, $9 before, and all you just need to tweak is a couple little skill sets, and you're off to the races. But maybe you've only paid $1 or $2. Maybe you don't have sales experience. Maybe you don't have marketing experience. Maybe you're not good at developing relationships. Maybe you don't like using the phone. That's a key. Is your phone a lead bowling ball, or is it an ATM machine? Because if you acknowledge your phone as an ATM machine, you'll never dilly-dally on phone calls again. See, it's with the commitment that you won't be going through your emails all day. And it's with your commitment that you won't be doing non-income producing activities all day. That's what you really want to focus on. IPAs, income producing activities. And if you don't know what they are, your sponsor or your coach should. And if you can't get the answers, find me at trueberman.com and I'll help you find the answers. I'll show you what income producing activities are. There's really only two. One is enrolling new people, and the other is moving product. That's what pays you in this gig. And you want to, as you know, what you focus on expands. So you want to focus on the volume. Yes, you want to focus on the people. Yes, you want to focus on the relationships, but you also want to focus on the volume. Because when you focus on the volume, your volume is going to go up. Now, in your relationships and in your commitments, you want to learn how to read people. You want to figure out what makes people tick. There's a really great analogy of colors, the colors of people. And it's about that there's 4 different colors of people. There's blue, red, green, and yellow. And you want to be able to identify what they are and what people are, because you'll be able to identify with more people more often. So a red personality is someone that is show me the money. Red is all about money. They don't want data. They don't want details. They just want to be shown the path, and they want to go off and running. So you want to identify those people from the get-go. A blue personality, which is pretty much me, all they want to do is have fun. They just want to go, they want to travel, they want to laugh, they want to be with family. I have a newborn, Lewis was mentioning. I have a 5-year-old named Tyler and a 5-week-old named Noah. And it's just a blessing. I get to see, this industry is really, really powerful. I get to wake up with my sons. I get to take my sons to school. I get to have dinner with my sons. And I get to go to sleep with my sons. Rarely do I miss anything. And that's because I'm a blue personality. I got a little bit of red. I like money too. But I'm a blue personality, which is I just like to have fun. Then there's a green. A green is going to want all your data. He is a researcher. Do not try to sell a green. They will run the opposite direction. A green will want to look at your website, and then want to look at your other website, and then want to talk to the founders and the doctors, and they want to research, and then they'll call you a couple of days later, and they'll ask you more questions, and they just need to sell themselves through education. They are your researchers. And yellow is someone that likes to nurture. Yellow is someone who likes to work in team environments. These are the moms, the nurses, the school teachers of society. They like to nurture, train, love, and coach. Now there's a lot of different comp plans out in the industry. There's stair-step breakaways, where you train your leaders to a certain level, and then then your commission on their growth breaks away. That's what a breakaway is. Reds are good for that. They don't care about the breakaway, they'll just find 5 more people. Yellows are good for deep businesses that you can build in depth. So they can work in an environment, love, nurture, train, coach, but the key is loving and nurturing. Now you can read about these 4 colors if you go to drewberman.successin10steps.com. It's one of the best books I've read on the industry. It's really, really powerful. Go to drewberman.successin10steps.com. We go into, it's not my book, it's my friend's book. Goes into the 4 colors, how to analyze people, how to evaluate people, and this is important for your prospects as well as for your teammates. Another thing you want to know is the 5 love languages. See, this is all really about building relationships and having a commitment to long term. Now there's 5 love languages, and the love languages can work for your spouse, they can work for your business partners, they can work for people in your group, they can work for strangers. They're very, very, very important. Here are the 5 love languages. 1, quality time. 2, gifts. 3, acts of service. 4, physical touch. And 5, words of affirmation. Now, what does that mean? If your wife is expecting words of affirmation, she wants to be told she's doing a good job, you love her, you appreciate her, and you bring her flowers, she's not hearing I love you. Even though you think you're saying I love you, she's not hearing it. Now, just so you know, mine is words of affirmation. I like being told I'm doing well. I like it from my wife. I like it from my team. I like to surround myself with thanks and gratitude and hugs, which means I might have a little bit of physical touch. So the way you figure out yours is, if you had a free day with a lot of money and nothing on the calendar, what would you do for your spouse? Well, what you would do for her or him is probably your love language. So it's important to figure out yours, and it's important to figure out hers, and your business partners. Physical touch, gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, and quality time. So you want to know these things about all the relationships in your life. And speaking of relationships, your home relationship is transparent in this business. This is a don't throw stones if you live in a glass house business, because your most important relationship is the one at home. It might be your spouse, it might be your mom. You know which one your most important relationship is. If it is your spouse, you want to cherish that relationship, because the problems that you'll have with the people in your business are probably going to be similar to the problems that you have with your wife or husband. Now, I don't know why that is, but that's what I've learned over the time. So that's 1 and 2, building relationships and commitments. We went off on a couple tangents there. Number 3, the 4 questions. I love these 4 questions. They have really, really transformed my life, and they're in congruency with what we just talked about with building relationships and commitments. 4 questions to make your prospecting easier, to attract more people to you, to have more people want what you have. Take this drill seriously. Our team motto is triple your results with 1/3 of your efforts. If you do these 4 questions and you implement them, I've done trainings where people would come to the trainings and they would have all 4 questions written out.